Diyos sa agaw ni kamo ngamin. My name is V. Panaga and you're watching Money Matter Show. So sa episode natin na to, tatalakayin naman natin ang isa sa mga tanong na na-receive ko. Bakit daw kailangan pang kumuha ng VUL or the Variable Unit Linked Life Insurance kung meron naman ng GSIS, SSS at Pag-ibig? So isa-isahin nating i-explain briefly about VUL, GSIS, SSS, Pag-ibig para malaman nyo kung ano ang pagkakaiba ng mga ito. At kung bakit kailangan mong kumuha ng life insurance. Sarili mong life insurance, it could be VUL or a term insurance. So first, ano ba ang VUL? Pag sinabi nating VUL, it means a Variable Unit Linked Life Insurance. Meron kang life insurance, that is the guaranteed protection benefits. So meron kang guaranteed protection amount. At the same time, meron kang investment. So yun yung variable part doon, investment. Since investment returns depends sa market volatility, depends sa performance ng funds na pipiliin mo. So ano ba yung mga funds, investment funds na pwede nilang pagpilian? We have bonds and stock market and other funds na pwede nilang pagpilian. So let's give a brief example kung ano ba yung mga VUL, ano yung mga klase ng VUL, and ano ang mga benefits nito para mas maintindihan ng mga viewers natin. Okay. So, ito yung example ng ating mga variable unit link life insurance. So, maraming mga products na pwedeng pagpipilian. You just have to choose kung ano yung package na mag-fit sa budget mo. So, we have the so-called limited pay, which means one-time payment lang siya. And ayan, so ito yung example ng ating mga variable unit link life insurance. We have single pay, meaning you just have to pay once, isang beses lang. And it depends sa'yo kung gusto mo mag-top up or hindi. And we also have the so-called limited pay. You just want to pay for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 15 years. And we have the regular pay or yung tinatawag natin na lifetime. Continuous lang siya. So what sets the regular pay from other is budget-friendly siya. Ibig sabihin, if you want na meron kang protection pero maliit lang yung kaya mong, maliit lang yung budget mo, maliit lang yung kaya mong i-save, let's say at the minimum 1.5 per month, but still gusto mong magkaroon ng protection coverage na kahit papano medyo malaki na, then you could opt for the regular pay o yung tinatawag natin na lifetime VUL. So yung computation kasi with the VUL, yung age mo and health condition mo matters. So ano ba yung makukuha mo sa variable unit link life insurance? So this is a life insurance products na merong critical illness benefits that will protect you and your investment. The core benefits usually is life cover, total permanent disability, and accidental death and disablement. And one of the crucial riders are the critical illness and hospitalization. So pag sinabi nating critical illness, ito yung mga what if biglang nagkaroon ng sakit. Like for example, nagkaroon ng cancer o kaya nagkaroon ng one of the most crucial riders kung gusto mong magdagdag aside from the core benefits will be the critical illness. So example ng mga critical illness natin, yung mga cancer. And we also have yung mga pag nagkaroon ka ng high cholesterol and other critical illness diseases. Hospitalization. So that would be yung magkano ba yung mawawalang income mo pag nag-hospital ka? Di ba usually, kapag na-hospital ka dahil na-admit ka dahil nagkaroon ka ng sakit or accident, kung nag-work ka, basically, hindi ka makakapasok sa trabaho mo. So if yung rating mo is 1,000 per day, you will lose an income of 1,000 per day. And if you have a hospital income rider, for example, daily hospital income mo, you have 1,000, that's the minimum, 1,000 per day, and then na-confine ka for maximum, kunwari 10 days, then you can reimburse 1,000 times 10, that would be 10,000. So yun yung pwede mo makuha sa iyong VUL. Okay, what are the example of investment funds? And ano ba yung mga investment funds na ulit. Okay, next will be ano ba yung pwede mong next will be ano ba yung pwede mong gawin sa iyong funds. So you can make withdrawals kapag bigla ka na kailangan. Or pwede kang mag-additional. Kung meron kang extra money, you want to add your investment o kaya top-ups para magkaroon ka ng higher and faster fund accumulation. So yung convenience naman ng VUL is you can be an investor without hassle. Meaning, hindi ikaw yung magbabuy and sell ng funds, hindi ikaw yung magmamonitor because you already have a fund manager. And those fund manager are expert in their field of investment na for sure, they can give you a good returns. So, I know it kasi ako din myself have been trading stock market for 5 years and counting. So, alam ko na dapat meron kang time. You have to continuously learn. Hindi ka pwedeng magdepende lang sa isang grupo that will give you, ito yung list ng company that you can invest in. Kasi by that time, baka saturated na yung market and you cannot get yung gusto mong returns. So, kung ikaw yung mismong nag-i-invest para sa sarili mo, everything will be lies dun sa capability mo, sa time mo, and kung gaano ka kagaling sa pag-i-invest. So, mahalaga yung continuous learning. And of course, yung time mo din. And the platform na magagamit mo. So that is the basic explanation about VUL. Kung ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng VUL, ano yung benefits na makukuha mo from that VUL. Now, let's proceed. Ano ba yung tinatawag natin na GSIS contribution? Let's take a look para mas maintindihan naman natin kung ano ba ang benefits na mapoprovide sa atin ng GSIS. Okay. So, ano ba ang GSIS? So, GSIS is a government service insurance system. Ibig sabihin, kung ikaw ay nagtatrabaho sa government office, may mandatory contribution ka monthly. So, ano ba yung mandato ng GSIS? It is a social insurance that provides a defined benefit scheme under the law. So, i-check natin kung ano ang mapoprovide nito sa mga members niya. So, meron tayong mga tinatawag na classification ng members. Of course, regular members, yun yung mga government employees na fixedly nagre-receive sila ng kanilang monthly salary. So, by default, yung employee share is a 9% ng kanyang basic salary. So, kung meron kang 10,000 per month, get the 9%. So, yun yung makakaltas sa'yo para maging contribution mo para sa iyong GSIS. Okay, so ito yung kanyang breakdown. Paano kinukuha yung percentage ng contribution. So, meron din tinatawag na special members. Okay, and we also have the classifications. Active members, yun yung mga regular, special, o kaya nasa government service. Inactive, sila yung separated na sa service, by resignation, retirement, disability, dismissal, or retrenchment. And these are the exclusions. So kahit na nagwo-work ka sa government, if you are uniform personnel or a contractual, so hindi sila mandatory na merong GSIS. So they can offer their social security. Now let's go on to the life insurance coverage. So the GSIS have two types of life insurance policy. We have the life endowment policy and the enhanced life policy. So papansinin mo, ang maturity benefit is endowment plan siya. Ibig sabihin, for a certain period, it depends kung ano yung naka-indicate dun sa policy niya. Let's say, minimum kasi natin na we have dapat is 15 years in government service para makakuha tayo ng for the retirement benefits ng GSIS. And of course, magagamit mo din syempre yung mga life insurance niya if you're an active. Pero kung syempre wala ka na sa service, then wala ka na rin nung life insurance policy mo. But in the case na naka 15 years ka, you have to wait for 60 kapag na-reach mo na yung 60 years old para makakuha ka ng money for your retirement funds. So, check muna natin kung ano man nakalagay dito sa kinds ng policy niya. For the life endowment policy, meron siyang maturity benefit. Pag enhanced life policy naman na kinuha, wala siyang maturity benefit. So, what are the other benefits? Meron siyang cash surrender value, waivers, kapag nagkaroon ng total permanent disability, may death benefit, accidental death, annual dividends, and policy loan. For the enhanced policy, merong termination value. This is 25% of the monthly life insurance premium paid. So, wala siyang waiver ng premiums kapag na-disable. Ibig sabihin, dapat magbayad ka pa rin ng premium mo. And meron siyang death benefit. Wala siyang accidental death benefit. Same, meron din siya annual dividend. And then ang policy loan niya is 90% of TV. So kung papansinin mo, yung life insurance nakalakip with the GSIS, wala siyang option to add a rider such as critical illness and hospital income, daily hospital income. So those are just the crucial riders na binabanggit ko na meron sa BUL na wala sa tinatawag nating GSIS life insurance. Okay. So, ito yung mga life endowment policy. Check muna natin. Ano ba yung tinatawag na maturity benefit? So, yung maturity benefit will be paid once na tapos na yung period. Depende dun sa nakalagay sa policy contract. So, yung original amount ng binayaran mo plus the supplementary and less all outstanding obligations. So, ileless nila kung kung may loans kang na ginawa. Then after that, yung total amount na matitira, yun yung makukuha mo na pera. So, kailan naman makukuha yung cash surrender value? So, cash value of the policy earned during the term of the insurance and is payable to members, less outstanding obligations when they resign or separate from the service before the maturity of the insurance or when they incur permanent total disability. So, meron kang percentage amount na makukuha once na nag-separate ka na, wala ka na dun sa government service, o kaya na-terminate ka, o kaya nagkaroon ka ng permanent total disability. Pag waivers of premiums kasi, ang ibig kasi sabihin nun, kapag nagkaroon ka ng total permanent disability and you are still part of the government service, considered na paid na yung premiums mo until such time na maging okay ka na, capable ka na ulit. So, ano lang ba ang PTD? As indicated here, yun yung cause ng injury or disease na results in complete, irreversible, and lifelong incapacity to work or to engage in any gainful occupation. Ibig sabihin nito, totally, well, sorry for the word, pero totally gulay ka na, wala ka nang magawa, hindi ka na makakilos mag-isa, kailangan mo na ng kasama na tutulong sa'yo para makakilos ka. So, under RA 8291, meron lang siyang prescription period. Yung pag-a-apply ng PTD should be filed within 4 years from the date of disability. Otherwise, pag lumampas niyan, hindi ka na makakapag-file ng claim. Okay, death benefits. Of course, kapag nawala ka na, namatay ka na, then mo na makukuha yung payable amount. Makukuha ng beneficiary mo once na namatay ka na. So, in their absence, the legal heirs upon the member's death due to natural cause prior to the maturity of insurance or during its continuance. So, accidental death, ito naman ay tinatawag natin na namatay dahil sa aksidente. And the benefit is dubbed double indemnity for eligible members. So, makakapag-claim siya within 30 days from the date of death of the member. And syempre, kailangan may proof ka ng death resulted directly or independently of all other causes. So, annual dividends. So, ang dividends, yun yung sum ng amount money paid dun sa mga GSIS policy holders whose life insurance has been in force for at least 1 year based on the records submitted by the employer subject to amount and conditions recommended by the GSIS Actuary Office and approved by the GSIS Board of Trustees. So, pwedeng mag-request ng payment of back dividends kapag na-unclaimed yung mga previous dividends by filing out a member's request form. Then, policy loan, ibig sabihin, pwede kang mag-loan. Equivalent siya ng 50% ng cash value ng policy mo, pwedeng ma-utang. Uutangin mo, so since ibig sabihin uutangin mo, ibabalik mo din siya at a certain interest rate. Okay, another type of life insurance kapag GSIS policyholder ka. So, yung nauna kanina is an endowment. So, may maturity siya. Ito naman isa is enhanced life policy. So, ito yung mga conditions. You must have entered the government employee or entered the service after July 31, 2003. And yung endowment plan mo has matured after July 2003. You will be issued a new ELP. Regular GSIS member ka, na nag-lapse yung endowment plan mo, so pwede siyang maging ELP na lang. And the fourth is if you are a regular GSIS member who opted to convert your existing endowment plan into ELP. So ano ba yung benefits ng enhanced life policy? So termination value, kapag na-terminate ka, yung policy mo na-terminate, yung based dun sa premium mo na enforce, equivalent to 25% ng monthly life insurance premium mo can be withdrawn upon separation or retirement. Ibig sabihin, kapag wala ka na sa government service, saka mo siya pwedeng makukuha. So, death benefit, same pa rin siya. Kapag namatay ka, yun yung makukuhang amount ng iyong beneficiary. It is naka-included dito, it's equivalent to the last annual salary multiplied by 1.5 compared to the life endowment policy. So, ELP has a higher death benefits as this focus more on the financial support to the family and beneficiaries of the deceased member. So kung ELP yung inop ng isang GSIS policy holder, pag namatay siya, mas malaki yung makukuha ng beneficiary kasi yun yung focus ng ELP para sa beneficiary pag nawala na yung policy owner. So meron din siyang dividendo and then meron din siyang policy loan na equivalent siya ng 90% ng termination value. So, ano ba yung mga retirement modes? So, ito yung mga retirement modes which is hindi na natin masyadong i-discuss. Ito lang is para mas maintindihan. So, kung meron kang GSIS policy, may minimum requirement siya. At least 15 years of service ka and at least 60 years upon retirement para makakuha ka naman ng for retirement funds mo. And another eligibility, dapat hindi ka permanent total disability pensioner. So, merong two choices. So, it's either magla-lump sum ka o kaya yung magma-monthly payment ka. So, ang problem lang dun is what if hindi mo na-render yung 15 years? So, mas lesser yung makukuha mo. Then, you can opt for an SSS. So, later, i-discuss din natin what if hindi mo na comply yung minimum requirements. Briefly, i-explain din natin siya. So, for the retirement funds, ito yung makukuha mo. 60-month equivalent o kaya 5-year basic monthly pension payable at the time of retirement. So, kapag 60 years old ka na. And then yung BMP niya, that's payable for life after the 5-year guaranteed period. That is basic monthly pension. So kung nag-lump sum ka after 5 years, saka ka makukuha ng BMP, which is basic monthly pension mo. So yung option 2 mo is gusto mo lang basic monthly pension. So magkano ba yung makukuha mong basic monthly pension? We have the equivalent of 18-month na basic monthly payable upon retirement. And then, meron tayong tinatawag na immediate basic monthly payment payable for life from the date of retirement. So, paano ba siya kino-compute? Ito yung computation na pinapakita nila to get yung basic monthly payment mo. So, 0.025 times the average monthly compensation plus 700 pesos times the number of periods with paid premium. So, minimum natin is 15 years. So, kung naka-25 ka sa service, yung PPP mo will be 25 years. And then, ito yung computation. Ayan. So, let's take an example para mas makita natin siya in terms of numbers. So, example nito, si Juan de la Cruz, yung office niya, si DepEd Pulang Lupa, date of birth niya, 1952, nag-render siya ng service, yung entry ng service niya is 1978, and then nag-retire siya noong 2014. So, meron siyang 31.86 years in the service. And then yung average monthly compensation niya is 23,000. So, 23,000 plus 700 magiging 24,505.55. Ngayon, kukunin nila kung ano yung magiging highest salary received. Since nag-add ng 700, i-round off mo yung 24,500, then the highest salary received will be 25,000. So yung age of retirement niya is 61.52. So to compute yung basic monthly pension niya, ayan. So input na ng numbers dun sa formula, makakakuha siya ng 19,522.18. So yun yung makukuha niyang for retirement funds. Okay, option 1, kung gusto niya mag-lump sum, pwede. So makakapag-lump sum siya with an amount of 1,171,333. Sorry. For the retirement benefit, pwede rin siyang lump sum, 5-year lump sum. So magkano yung 5-year lump sum? So ita-time siya sa 60 months. So ito yung makukuha niya. Or meron siyang option na 18-month cash payment. So kung gusto niyang kumuha ng 18 months, magkakaroon din siya ng immediate na basic monthly payments. Yeah. So separation benefits. If you are ineligible for retirement benefit under RA 8291 because you did not meet the required age, yung 60 years old, and hindi ka rin nakapag-render ng service for 15 years, you may be entitled to separation benefit in the form of cash payment payable at the age 60. So may makukuha ka pa rin naman. If you meet only the service requirement of 15 years, however, you are also entitled to pension payable at age 60 on top of the 18 times of your BMP payable upon separation. So tignan natin yung computations and conditions niya. So yung computation niya, 100% ng annual monthly compensation times the number of years. So 60 years old pa rin siya payable. If the condition is below 60, at least 3 years but less than 15 years, so may makukuha pa rin. What if below 60, at least 15 years, so 18 BMP. Upon separation pa rin siya. Pagdating din ng 60 years old. What if nasa 60 years old na siya and at least 3 but less than 15 years? So, malaki na yung makukuha niya. 100% na ng annual monthly compensation times the number of years. So, immediately makukuha niya na. And take note of the indicated here. Since separation benefit is a prescription period, application should be filed within 4 years from the time of separation from the government service. So, ibig sabihin, kung hindi ka nakapag 15 years in service, let's say, wala ka na sa government service in 2014, 4 years after that, dapat within 4 years makapag-file ka na. Otherwise, mahirapan ka na or hindi ka na makakapag-claim. So kung 2014, wag mo na siyang paabutin ng 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18. So wag mo na siyang paabutin ng 18. You could file na rin agad bago pa matapos yung 4 years na prescription period. Okay, check natin yung another example dito kung paano magkakaroon ng pension or cash payment. Kapag na-render mo at least 15 years of the service and naka 60 years old ka na, tapos yung separation mo is prior to June 24, 1997. Tanggalin ko na. Ayan, so napakita naman natin kung ano yung basic, ano yung mga benefits ni GSIS. So meron siyang life insurance, which is either endowment or enhanced life policy. At the same time, meron siyang makukuhang retirement funds. And the minimum requirements for the service should be 15 years. Kung hindi naman niya nagawa yun, walang 15 years, may certain computation din. At the same time, pwede rin siyang mag-opt ng portability. Ang ibig sabihin nun, kung napunta na siya sa private sector, so that is SSS, syempre another service using the SSS, either kung ano yung pipiliin niya pagdating ng panahon na 60 years old na siya, kung saan niya gustong kukuha ng retirement funds, kung sa GSRS or SSS. So, pwede niyang i-combine yung SSS and GSIS. So, let's take a look naman, ano ba ang mga benefits naman sa SSS. So, next naman na talakayin natin is about SSS. So, ito naman kapag working ka sa private sector, self-employed, or OFW, pwede rin silang magkaroon ng voluntary membership. So, basically, the SSS provide for a replacement of income loss on account of the aforementioned contingencies. So, ano ba yung mga benefits for the Social Security Program? Checking on the website, meron tayong tinatawag na sickness, maternity, disability, retirement, death, and funeral. So let's check about the sickness. Okay. Ayan. So, paano naman magagamit yung sickness? Ito yung procedure niya for the SSS. So, you have to get a sickness benefit application form. So, meron kang valid cards. Ito yung mga dokumento na kailangan. Yan, yung mga isumite. Malinis. Siyempre. Okay, to check naman kung paano makakakuha ng sickness benefit. So, ito yung sample ng talaan. So, meron kang range of compensation and then ito yung monthly salary credits mo. So, ito yung contribution. Ibig sabihin, may 1,000 for a compensation of 1,000 to 1,249. And then, meron tayong pinakamalaki na range is 16,000. So to take an example, magkano ba yung pwedeng makuha pag nagkasakit? Ito. Halimbawa dito na binigay nila ang miyembro ay nagkasakit noong October 1, 2017 sa loob ng 20 days. So 2017 hanggang July 2017 to December 2017 yung pagkakasakit niya. So ang huling 12 month ng semester, ang pagkakasakit ay mula Hulyo, dito pipiliin yung 6 na credits na pinakamataas na monthly salary credits. So, ang sample dito na binigay sa SSS website, ang pinakamataas na sahod niya, for example, is 16,000 bawat buwan. Sa makatuwid, meron siyang 16,000 times 6, 96,000. So, i-divide ng total monthly salary credit niya sa 180 araw para makakuha ng average daily salary credit. So, based sa computation, meron siyang 533 pesos daily. So, ang daily sickness allowance niya ay katumbas ng 90%. So, para makakuha siya, since ang nakuhang amount is 533, kukunin mo yung 90% ng 533. And then, i-multiply mo sa kung ilang araw. So, 90% of 533 based on the computation is 480. Teka, may ginagawa ako, nagre-record ako, tapos pumunta kayo dito para lang mag-ano. So, based sa na-provide na example, makakakuha ng claim kapag nagkasakit sa loob ng 20 days would be 9,600. So, ibig sabihin, magbibigay siya ng 480 times 20, 9,600. So, yun yung sa sickness claims. So, based dun sa example natin na sickness benefit ng SSS, what if critical illness yun? For sure, 20 days dahil nga magpapagamot ka. So, sa tingin mo ba yung 9,600 na makiklaim mo, will it be sufficient para sa pagpapagamot mo? So, yun yung isang consideration mo. Yes, it will help, 9,600, not bad. At least may makakatulong. But will it provide you a sufficient amount na magpapagamot ka? Like for example, nagkaroon ng cancer. Will the 9,600 sufficient to get medication to cure from cancer? So yun yung mga consideration natin for the sickness benefits. And that will come yung kung meron kang VUL. If you have VUL, makakapag-link ka sa SSS for the sickness benefits, which is yung income lang na 9,600. But with VUL, kung meron kang million amount, 1 million for example, you can claim it para magamit mo pang paggamot. So yung makukuha mo with your SSS will be just a little amount na makakadagdag sa gastusin mo. But definitely, it cannot help kapag yung mga sickness na biglang dumapo sa'yo is cancer. So it will not even be sufficient para magkaroon ka ng treatment. Okay, so ano pa yung mga benefits na makukuha mo with the SSS? So we have the maternity, disability, retirement, death, and funeral. Tingnan naman natin kung ano yung maternity benefits niya. So basically, sa SSS, meron kang makukuhang sickness benefit, maternity benefit, retirement benefit, death benefit, and pension benefit. So napakita natin kanina kung magkano yung amount na makukuha mo sa sickness. For example, kung ano yung monthly income mo, kung magkano yung nabibigay mong contribution, and then kung magkano yung amount na pwede nilang maibigay sa'yo. So tingnan natin yung iba pang example ng benefits niya. Okay. So, i-check naman natin kung magkano yung magiging pension or retirement fund para sa SSS. So, dito sa brochure ng SSS, naka-indicate kung paano yung computation. Yan, magkano ang halaga ng buwan ng pensyon? So, ang halaga ng buwan ng pensyon ay ang pinakamataas na lalabas sa 3 buwan. So, we have 300 plus 20% ng annual monthly salary income plus 2% ng annual monthly salary income less kung ano yung mga, wait lang, credited years of service. Okay, tignan naman natin kung paano yung computation ng retirement fund kapag magpe-pension ka na. Right? Yung pinakita natin na previously sa GSIS, pinakita din nila kung paano yung pag-compute. So dito naman sa SSS, magkano ang halaga ng buwan ng pension? The formula for computation is 300 plus 20% ng annual monthly salary, no. So para ma-compute yung buwan ng pension, we have 300 pesos plus 20% ng average monthly salary credit plus another 2% ng average monthly salary credit. Times mo siya sa credited years of service less 10. O kaya 40% ng annual monthly salary credit or minimum pension na 1,200 kung may 10 years ka or 2,400 kung may 20 years ka. So, dito lang, ito yung mga considerations kung paano ka makakakuha ng buwan ng pension, kung magkano yung amount. So, from these parameters, dito sa binigay na parameters, at least malalaman mo kung magkano yung pwede mong makuhang pension. Check natin. For example, kung kukunin natin yung number 1, that's 300. Sabihin natin yung average monthly salary credit mo is 20,000. 20,000 times 20%. So, may siyang 4,000. Tapos, kunin din natin ang 2% niya plus 300. Sabihin natin yung credited years of service niya is 15 less 10. So, may 5. So, ayan. So, briefly na ipakita din natin kung ano yung mga basic na mga benefits para sa SSS and some computation. Ngayon naman, dako naman tayo sa ano naman ang pag-ibig? Ano naman yung mga benepisyo sa pag-ibig? Okay. Ito naman yung tungkol sa pag-ibig. Ano yung mga programs and benefits ng pag-ibig? So, for the pag-ibig, meron tayong tinatawag na membership and savings program. Meron tinatawag na regular savings. And tinatawag na MP2. So, ano ba ang mga nakukuha din sa pag-ibig? So, meron tayong tinatawag na pag-ibig housing loan and mga multi-purpose loan, calamity loan, and other services. So, silipin naman natin yung pagkiklaim kapag meron kang pag-ibig savings, yung regular and MP2 savings. Okay, sa pag-ibig naman, titignan natin yung pinaka-basic example since it will be more on savings naman sa kanya. Regular savings and tinatawag natin na latest which is the MP2. So let's check. So yung MP2, it's a voluntary program and solely a savings scheme designed to provide active pag-ibig members with another savings option. So, field siya given sa pag-ibig because dun sa dividend rate niya. Tingnan natin. So, open siya sa pag-ibig members whose gross monthly income exceeds 5,000 pesos. And the minimum contribution of MP2 is 500 pesos per month. Affordable lang siya kung gusto mong mag-save since it's already 500 pesos lang siya per month. Pero pwede ka rin magbigay ng mas mataas. So, payment shall be recorded as payment date. So, titignan natin. So, ito yung dividend rate. Ito yung sample nila illustration. Kung meron kang 500 pesos na monthly contribution, so sa 5 years, ito yung kikitain ng pera mo. So, let's say 500 pesos times 12. So, 6,000 for a year. And then, ibig sabihin, sa loob ng 5 years, kung meron kang 500 pesos na contribution, yung total na sinave mong money is 30,000. And since nilagay mo siya sa MP2, nag-earn siya ng Yung 30,000 mo, magiging 34,484. So basically, nag-earn ng 484.17 pesos yung pera mo after 5 years. So ito yung for illustration purposes. But what if, yung binigay kasi dito sa unang table is based dun sa 5.5% na annual dividend rate. So what if mas mataas? 7.43%. So instead na 4,000 lang yung kinita ng 30,000 mo, meron na siyang kikitain na 6,202. If 1,000 naman, so magdodoble 8. Yung 4,000 parang magiging 8,000 kasi nga doble din naman yung binayaran. Ayan. So basically, nakita na natin kung ano-ano yung mga benefits na pwede mong makuha with the GSIS, SSS, and Pag-ibig. So isummary lang natin ulit. First, yung pinakatanong bakit ko diniscuss to is nanggaling dun sa nare-receive kong tanong, bakit daw kailangan pang kumuha ng VUL kung meron naman GSIS, SSS, at Pag-ibig? So sa summary natin. Yung VUL kasi, it's a life insurance with investment. Ibig sabihin, kung kumuha ka ng VUL, sa'yo yon mismo. As long as binabayaran mo siya, you're paying it, sa'yo yon, enforced siya. So for GSIS, kailangan employed ka sa government para magkaroon ka ng GSIS. Sa SSS, kailangan employed ka sa private o kaya pwede namang voluntary. And Pag-ibig, of course, may Pag-ibig ka kung employed ka din sa, pwede kang employed sa private o kaya sa government. So, ba't kailangan mo pa ng VUL? Meron ka ng GSIS, SSS, and Pag-ibig. So, based dun sa na-discuss ko, ang VUL is meron tayong tinatawag na guaranteed protection benefits and ikaw mismo, pwede mong i-dictate kung magkano yung guaranteed protection benefits na gusto mo. For example, you want a life cover of 10 million. O kaya you want a maximum 10 million for critical illness. You can do so. Siyempre, kukumputin yan based on your age and your health condition. Since it's a guaranteed benefits, kahit na 90 days old pa lang yung policy mo, what if bigla lang sa kasamaang palad nagkasakit ka, so magagamit mo agad yung 10 million. Kahit na hindi mo pa nababayaran ng buo yung policy mo. Portability. So kahit na mawala ka ng work, if enforce yung VUL mo, it can help you. Another example, kung yung VUL mo, you've been paying for 5 years or more, bigla ka nang wala ng trabaho, meron kang pwedeng mawi-withdraw na cash value. So unang-una, meron kang investment, meron kang life insurance, and you have a riders na pwede mong i-add like critical illness, daily hospital income. So sa GSIS, meron din siyang life insurance and pinakita natin kung ano lang yung cover niya. So wala tayong tinatawag doon na critical illness na pwede niyang ibigay sa'yo para in case na nagkaroon ka ng sakit, is magagamit mo. So may mga pwede kang claims doon. TPD, kapag endowment siya, meron din siyang, of course, death benefit. And yung amount is nakabase kung magkano yung salary mo. For SSS, meron din tayong tinatawag doon na sickness benefit. And pinakita din natin ng computation. So again, kapag nagkaroon ka ng critical illness like cancer, do you think yung makukuha mong sickness benefit with the SSS will be sufficient para makapagpatreat ka, para magpagamot ka? Okay, Pag-ibig. Pag-ibig is a savings. So, nakita naman din natin kung magkano yung returns niya. Again, maganda na meron kang lahat nun. If kaya mo naman, you can have your own VUL. Of course, kapag GSIS or SSS, depende lang yan kung you work in the private sector o kaya sa government sector. And Pag-ibig, you can opt for MP2 or the regular savings. Basically, dun sa discussion natin, nakita nyo na kung ano yung kaibahan ng mga nabanggit na produkto. So, everything has its own purpose. And kung sa tingin mo sapat na lahat ng SSS mo, GSRS, or Pag-ibig, it's all up to you if you want to get a VUL. But definitely, VUL will be something that is portable kasi sa'yo yun. Mawalan ka man ng trabaho, pag enforce yun, magagamit mo siya. And anytime magagamit mo siya, plus the maximum guaranteed amount na maibibigay nito sa'yo. So it's up to you to decide. At least now, nakita mo and nalaman mo na kung ano yung mga basic na benefits nila, ano yung pagkakaiba nila, and nabigyan din natin kayo kung paano mag-compute dun sa mga benefits. Yung sample natin sa GSIS, sa SSS, and yung pinakita natin returns ng Pag-ibig. So if you have other concerns in financial planning, feel free to email us at futurebuilder20@gmail. And so for sure, nalinawan na kayo kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng VUL, GSIS, SSS, Pag-ibig, ano yung mga benefits na maibibigay nito sa'yo. And for your concerns on other facets of financial planning, feel free to email us at futurebuilder20@gmail.com. Hanggang sa muli dito sa Money Matters Show.